This portion of the news is brought to you by Inspiration Senior Living, where we provide affordable elegance to Pahrump area seniors. Give us a call at 751-2300 and make an appointment to tour our community.
Are Americans living longer, and what are they dying from? In a new study, researchers from the American Cancer Society reviewed changes in the overall U.S. death rate, as well as trends in the 6 leading causes of death.
This health tip is brought to you by
Desert View Hospital and Mountain Valley Physicians Group. Don't put your health on hold. We have time for you. Call us to schedule your appointment, 775-751-7100.
Americans are living longer.
We are making progress in reducing death rate from all causes and leading cause of death.
Dr. Ahmadine Jamal, along with colleagues from the American Cancer Society, used data from the National Center for Health Statistics to examine trends in the overall death rate in the U.S. from 1969 to 2013. They also looked specifically at the 6 leading causes of death.
Overall death rates have decreased by 42 or 43%.
During this time period, death rates continued to decrease for heart disease, cancer, stroke, injuries, and diabetes, although the decrease has slowed during the last 5 years for heart disease, stroke, and diabetes.
The slowdown could be due to the obesity epidemic that has unfolded over the last 3 decades.
On the other hand, deaths from chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, or COPD, doubled.
COPD rates in men increased through the early 1990s. Now it is decreasing. But in women, the COPD rates continued to increase since in 1969.
Dr. Jamal says the difference may result from women starting and stopping smoking later than men.
Cancer has been increasing from 1969 through in 1990, when it peaked. And since in 1990, it has been steadily decreasing because of reduction in tobacco use as well as improvements in early detection.
Although death rates are down, there is still room for improvement. 1 in 5 U.S. adults still smoke, and 1 in 3 are obese.
Smoking, obesity, physical inactivity, and bad diet account for about half of the total deaths in the U.S.
Catherine Dolf, The JAMA Report.
Unintentional injuries such as accidents or drowning increased until the mid-1990s, but have been decreasing during the most recent time period. Jared Fogle's wife, Kathleen, has divorced him, according to court documents filed on November 19th. The disgraced former Subway pitchman was sentenced to more than 15 years in federal prison after pleading guilty to charges of child pornography and crossing state lines to pay for sex with minors. The divorce comes after a long and sordid case against Fogle played out. The Board of County Commissioners has approved the kennel assistant position to continue, at least for now.
Item number 29 for possible action, discussion and deliberation to extend the temporary kennel assistance in the Pahrump Animal Shelter.
Madam Chair?
Period. Yes.
I believe that we will have some further resolution to this in the next time we hear the animal ordinances again. And so I am loath to leave them without this help, and I will make a motion to approve the temporary kennel assistant and Pahrump shelter for 360 hours, 3 months, for $5,360, and 2, budget $2,300 for the cost of food and supplies for the Pahrump animal shelter for 3 more months. Total request in the amount of $7,660 to be funded out of contingency.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. I have a question for the county manager. Do we have that in contingency? I just wanted to state it out publicly.
It's around $72,000 in the contingency. And with this, it takes it down to around $64,000.
Thank you, Pam. You're welcome. You've got an awfully husky voice, but I really appreciate that.
Sorry. I already had the answer for you.
All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye. That passes unanimously.
The commissioners discussed setting a date, time, and location for a public hearing concerning dissolving the Office of Coordinator Service for Veterans here in Nye County.
Item number 25 is for possible action, discussion, and deliberation regarding a request to set a date, time, and location for a public hearing on Nye County Bill 2516.
I'd like to set a time and date, location for this item, 2015-16, on January the 5th, 2016, at 10:45 a.m. in Tonopah.
Second. Second.
Okay, and I have a motion and a second. Is there any further discussion? All those in favor, please
Aye.
say aye.
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 Aye. Would you read the title of the bill in, please?
The bill proposing to amend Title II of the Nye County Code by repealing Chapter 2.80, thereby dissolving the office of the Coordinator of the Service of Veterans in the county, providing for severability, constitutionality, and effective date hereto, and other matters properly related thereto.
Commissioner Donna Cox brought an item to the attention of the board concerning bulletin board postings.
We could probably avoid all these problems if we could just put up two separate boards, one on one side for the public, one on the other side strictly for legal matters, because we do need to, there's even an item on the agenda today that should be posted on there, and I believe that was for the animal control ordinance. It should be posted so the public can read it. So I think that would even solve the constitutional issue as long as the public was allowed to post their items also. Okay, so that was all I have for this meeting.
We will have more for you after this break.